Welcome to Pardon That Vine. My name is Riccobono, and this is the world's most unbiased wine review forum. And I'm down at the beach again and filming Father's Day episode on Sunday. Although this will be posted on, I believe it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm delaying the Napa Valley episodes again. I apologize, but I was about to drink this great wine with my father and figured I'd have to film a show. People are always wondering what I'm drinking on special occasions, and obviously Father's Day is one of those days. So I will get back to, we have about 8 or 9 episodes, including interviews with Heidi Barrett, interviews with Mark Carter from Carter Cellars, Juan Mercado from Realm, including a video I did at Sherwin. So there's some great episodes coming from Napa Valley, more for people who are seriously into wine. Like I said, I try to balance it between Hawaii and then being serious in Napa or Bordeaux. So some of them are a little long, usually 2 parts. And you know, if you want to learn about wine, it's actually a good way because I asked the winemakers some serious questions about how they make their wines. Anyway, I want to get into the first wine, which is a very special wine. I hope a lot of you opened up special wines, you know, around the country or world with your father on Father's Day. That's kind of what wine's all about. That's what got me into it. It's what excites me. And like I always say, you know, that's there's no better time to drink wine than with someone else who you care about, who's into wine. Anyway. Now on to the wine. We are drinking a very special wine, Giuseppe Quinterelli, which, you know, I've tasted Alzero in the past. Alzero is a Cabernet Franc made in the Amarone style. Giuseppe Quinterelli is the king of the Veneto. He makes, you know, he's an older guy. He makes the best wines in the world, in my opinion. You know, or, I'm sorry, that's a bold statement, but he makes the best wines from Venice or from the Veneto region, and in my opinion, my favorite wine, Alzero. His Amarones are like $300–400. So what's special about the wine we're drinking today, it's called Rosso del Beppe. This is a 1999. I'll show you the label. It's got great writing. And he made this in 94, 96, and 99. It's basically a declassified Amarone. He only releases his wines when they're made to perfection. So what's interesting is this is $160 a bottle, which is still very, very expensive, but compared to $400, you know, it seems like a deal. And to me, it's better than 99% of the Amarones out there, even though it's a declassified Amarone. It's Rondinella and Corvina, predominantly 15% alcohol. Let's give it a try. Amarone, as we've talked about, is when they dry the grapes out on mats to increase the sugar content. If you've never had an Amarone, they're some of my favorite wines in the world. They're great to mix in different occasions. And but just be prepared that when you taste it, a lot of times if you're not prepared, you kind of get thrown off that it is going to have kind of a sweetish type, you know, sweet cherry flavor. Not even close to a dessert wine, but different from kind of a dry red. Man, what a nose. Just classic Amarone. Kind of like sweet, you know, dried figs and raisins and cherries. Kind of like the air dried bags when you know, the cherries and the raisins that, I forget what that's called. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Man, that's awesome. There's a hint of minerality, but predominantly dried fruits. Really nice. I mean, compared to 50% of the wines out there that you drink, I'm 20 seconds later and I feel like I just swallowed it. It's like I just took a sip again. Every time I swallow, it's just coming out from my cheeks. One of the longer finishes of wine that I've had in a long time. It's just bursting with cherries, sour cherries. You know, it's actually dominated by those light fruits, but in a sweeter version. I'm hesitant to say that because it could scare some people away. It's hard to describe in my opinion, but imagine it just, you know, cherries with a little bit more sugar. You know, the fresh cherries they eat with the pit in the middle. Let's give it another try. It's actually a decent amount of minerality, soil, earth mixed into the Amarone. It's by no means one-dimensional fruit-forward wine. It's very complex, but definitely has that kind of dried, raisiny, sweeter type characteristic to it. It's a tremendously made Amarone. I'd probably give it 92 plus. And when I decant this and let it open for a little bit longer, I'm sure it's going to improve and go up a little bit. It's just a phenomenal wine. I get a few wines I get so excited about, other than Quinterelli, because first of all, he rarely releases some of these wines. Like Alzero, the last time was 1998. He wants these wines to be made to perfection. He's kind of like a cult. As you guys know, you're cult winemakers in California. He's kind of like the cult winemaker of Italy. And not everyone knows about him, but it's just amazing the wines he's producing. If you're looking for a special occasion wine, check Rosso di Beppe, or if you can get your hands on Alzero. Anyway, with that, hope you enjoyed the Father's Day show. Have a great day. More shows from California coming tomorrow. Thanks.